Hi guys, welcome to the preview of the Super 8. We have just got a go ahead from coach who did this so that now we can start the video. He's had an energy drink, he's full of energy, and now he's back in the slip quadrant. So we have three slips as of now today. Let's start with Kush. Kush, how big a shock was it for you to see Australia not make it to the Super 8? They got defeated by Zimbabwe, then by Sri Lanka, a magnificent turn by Nisanka, and then this Zimbabwe Island match got washed out due to which Australia got knocked out of the tournament.
It was shocking to see that Zimbabwe beat Australia, but it was not shocking for me to see that Sri Lanka beat Australia. So it was sort of a do or die situation for Australia anyway. तो अगर ऑस्ट्रेलिया जीत जाती तो हो सकता है इनके chances better होते. But it's fine. Zimbabwe played better cricket that day, and I think in the next game, Travis Head, जैसे मैंने बोला था पिछले वीडियो में कि Travis Head, if he comes back to form, he will do well, and he actually scored a quick 50. But the middle order collapsed, and they didn't really set the tone for the death overs. तो वहां पे उनकी गेम खत्म हो गई एंड श्रीलंका हैज ऑलवेज लाइक ये भी पिछले कुछ मैचेस में अच्छा खेल रही है तो I think Sri Lanka played better, so they deserve to be there, and even Zimbabwe deserves to be there.
Sure. And in terms of the teams that have qualified, there are two groups. If I'm saying seeing correctly, the first group is India, West Indies, South Africa. Australia was supposed to be there, but now it's Zimbabwe. The second group is New Zealand, Sri Lanka, England, and we hope that Pakistan does come into the Super 8. So, which groups, either of the two, look stronger to you for competition?
India's group looks stronger because there are three probable teams that
Correct.
have done really well. Sri Lanka and South Africa and West Indies.
Correct.
South Africa on a given day can take you down very comfortably
Hmm.
with the depth that they have in the squad. And West Indies in this tournament has given the old 2016 West Indies vibe, where they have actually punched above their weight, if you can put it that way. So they have played some great cricket, and they would like to carry on that form into the Super 8.
Kush, your opinion?
Here, in my opinion, the second group looks stronger because I know England have not played their best cricket so far, but despite like not playing their best cricket, they're still qualified. So I think Abhi they'll bring out their A game, and Sri Lanka have been playing well throughout this tournament. Sri Lanka look a stronger side than England, but again, New Zealand has always been a good T20 side, and I'm hoping that Pakistan make it to that group. I think they will most likely make it because USA के already सारे games खत्म हो गए हैं. They're playing Oman next, I think.
Namibia.
I think they're playing Netherlands,
Namibia.
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 Namibia. So I think it's very simple for them. They will qualify. But in my opinion, the second group looks stronger.
I think I agree with Kush. The second group does look more intimidating, if you can say that, because across all the eight teams, the best two teams are India and South Africa. They are put in Group A. The next four teams that can compete for the ranks from 3 to 6 are all in Group B. Because of which, I would like to say that four equal teams are competing over there, and it'll be interesting to see which team comes out. But again, coming back to India's group, now let's take a team-wise approach. You mentioned about West Indies, Rehan, the players that are playing over there. There was a hat trick taken by Ramario Shepherd. There was Sharfin Rutherford who's in form. Shai Hope is in form. Jason Holder is picking up wickets. And again, not to forget Shimran Hetmeyer. So, are they peaking at the right time? What do you expect from this team going into the Super 8s?
Just to carry forward the momentum that they have been playing with, just the one weakness I feel is that opening partnership between Brandon King and Shai Hope. Both are very similar sort of batters. They need to break out loose in the power play so that they can pile up a big score. They have certainly quite a depth in their batting and players in all sort of form. If you see Hetmeyer, Rutherford, and the others to follow, like Jason Holder, they have been finishing off really strong. Bowling wise, Shamar Joseph has come out to be the bowler that they expected him. He's been bowling really well. So overall, West Indies look well off. It's just that they need to carry forward the group stage performances.
Kush, moving on to the next team, Zimbabwe. Obviously, they defeated Australia, but coming into the Super 8s and doing that on a regular basis, defeating tougher teams, namely South Africa and India. Do you expect this team to be underdogs or be overachievers? What kind of expectations do you have from this team?
Well, they're still underdogs to me. They have punched above their weight in this tournament, beating Australia. Uh, it could be said that it was a one-off game that they won.
Yeah.
Uh, but again, you are going to play better teams in Super 8. The key players for them, in my opinion, would be their opener, which is Brian Bennett, and Sikandar Raza, definitely, because he's the captain, and we've seen him do well across T20 leagues all these years. So these are the key players for them. Also, the bowler Blessing, he's been doing well. He picked up 4 wickets, I think, against Australia. So it's important if they have to do well. All these three, four players that I just mentioned, they have to be at their best throughout the Super 8 thing. So I still feel that they have a lot to do. I think it'll be tough for them to make it to the semis. If they like beat India, then it's a big thing, or any other team in that group. So yeah, it's going to be challenging for them.
Interesting take. Rehan, moving on to the next team in that group, that is South Africa. They are peaking at the right time. There were questions about Aiden Markram, their captain, not being in form throughout the India series, post that as well in the SA20. Coming over here, defeating New Zealand in their last match. Obviously, it was a big game in terms of qualification, but not just qualification, but also the momentum going into the Super 8s. New Zealand, a team that is still finding their feet in the tournament, but I think South Africa, after their hiccup against Afghanistan in that double super over, I think they have found their feet. But what is your opinion? How far will they go in this tournament?
Yeah, they are certainly strong contenders for the semi-finalists, is what I feel. They did some silly mistakes against Afghanistan, a game that should have been won long time ago. But they definitely will learn from those mistakes and come back stronger. They are the only team I feel that have the perfect balance between youth and experienced players. That combination actually makes a T20 side very dangerous. Keshav Maharaj coming into form is very key for them, and they would be so happy that Rickleton and Stubbs have made it into the final squad, because those two players have actually made quite a bit of impact. All their batters seem to be in good form. Just one weakness, if I can say, would be the form of Devol Brevis. He has not looked that comfortable playing in Indian conditions, so I feel that it is the perfect time for him to come back.
Interesting. Do you think the same as well, Kush? Do you think South Africa will make it to ahead in the competition, maybe in the finals as well?
I mean, the two teams that I can think of that will make it to the semis are India and South Africa.
Next team going forward is India. I'll not say anything about this. I'll keep it open to the both of you, whatever you want to discuss.
I think I would want to know your opinion on this.
पूछो क्या पूछना है.
You think
Rehan, do
there is
you
a
have
hiccup?
any question for him?
No, do you think that there is a hiccup coming on the way? Because I feel, according to my opinion, I feel that there is one loss that might come up in these Super 8. Could be against any team. For all things, it could be against Zimbabwe also. But I just feel there might be just one hiccup.
I don't think there'll be a hiccup because one thing I pointed out in our last video as well, one thing I was not so confident about was India's ability to play spin in Sri Lanka. अगर इंडिया पाकिस्तान का फाइनल होता है तो वी माइट हैव अ चांस वेर द फाइनल अगेन इज इन श्रीलंका बट गिवन लास्ट वीक्स परफॉर्मेंस आई वुड safely say that the approach that India adopted while playing tricky conditions was not to go after the bowling. What Ishan Kishan did was smart. He took on the power play, but once the power play was done and dusted and he got out, the Indian team approached it in a much mature manner. Tilak Verma and Sky was just rotating strike, picking up twos, finding the gaps, an odd boundary here and there. And that is what I liked. And I think once Abhishek Sharma starts speaking, which on flat tracks like Eden Gardens, Ahmedabad, and this time Chennai as well, it's been not been a batting paradise, but it's not been bowler friendly as well. So it's something in between. So I think the Super 8 matches that we have, India versus Zimbabwe at Chennai. Again, India are expected to win over there. India versus West Indies in Eden Gardens, and India versus Ahmedabad at India versus South Africa at Ahmedabad. So I think two easy wins. Just one doubt would be whether India would be able to defeat South Africa in Ahmedabad or not. But I think that answer goes back in December when South Africa were here for a 5 match T20I series, and the final one was in Ahmedabad, and India beat South Africa convincingly. But one thing I would like to see from India's side is a couple of key players getting a lot of runs before the semis comes. That one of them is Tilak Verma. He's made a comeback. He has had a few innings here and there, 25, 30, 35 run, but he has not made a big score. And Abhishek Sharma, obviously, if India has to win the T20 World Cup, he has to fire. And if he doesn't, then I think it's too much to ask from Ishan Kishan. So yeah, I don't think a hiccup is on the way, but yeah, maybe a close contest here and there in the Super 8 does give India a reality check before semi-finals. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. It was like I was giving my admission interview at SCM HRT, but I felt great. Thank you. Now, moving on to the next group, the Group B. One team is yet to be finalized over there, but let's assume that it's Pakistan as of now. So you have got Pakistan, Sri Lanka, England, and New Zealand over there. Again, as I correctly mentioned before, four average teams, if we can say that, not the best teams. Kush, let's start with you. Your top two, like the predictions for the top two from this group, and how do you see the contests matching up?
So, as I said earlier, that England have not played their best cricket, so I
Correct.
would not count them in the top two. For me, it is going to be Sri Lanka for sure, and either of New Zealand or
Hmm.
Pakistan. But I think it would be New Zealand,
New Zealand and
New Zealand and Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Okay, Rehan, what about you? Predictions for the top two, and how do you think the teams will perform?
I think it will be New Zealand and Pakistan. Simple reason being that the spin conditions in Sri Lanka would favor the six bowlers that they have. Although
Correct.
they were not able to replicate that performance against India, but I feel against the batting order of New Zealand and England, even Sri Lanka, they might come out on top. Uh, but yeah, again, it's going to be tough. It's going to be close. I don't see England making it to the semis. It's just that they have been lucky, if you can say that way, because the
Hmm.
performances have been underwhelming. And apart from Adil Rashid, they really don't have that spinner in their side who
Correct.
can make a difference. With New Zealand, the thing is that they have someone of a Mitch Satner who has the quality, who can lead them to the semis. With Sri Lanka, I feel that they have performed well. They did well against Australia, but the injuries that they have, again,
Patirana.
Patirana is not fit. Hasaranga is out. Although Dushman Hemanta bowled really well, picked up those three important wickets, but I still think the bowling is a little thin for them to make it through.
Understood. For me as well, New Zealand is a firm starter for the semi-finals, given that they have experience. I think Ishodi will make a comeback sometime into this Super 8 stage. Secondly, in the match today, Rachin Ravindra was amongst the runs. Glenn Phillips is also back amongst the runs. So, one positive for New Zealand is that their batting is firing. Apart from a few key players down the order, apart from Daryl Mitchell, not a lot of players are firing. But I think Rachin Ravindra scoring an important 50 right before the Super 8 is one headache sorted for New Zealand as of now. They do not have to drop him just yet. So they have the arsenal, if you ask me, to defeat the other teams. Coming to the second team, I think it'll be a toss up between England and Sri Lanka. I do not think Pakistan will make it to the semis. Just one, sorry, between Pakistan and England, I don't think Sri Lanka will make it to the semis for reasons that Rehan correctly mentioned. A lot of injuries plus inexperience, and I think if you come up against tougher teams, you saw Australia was not that great a team. So yeah, so for England, my selection goes there because they have three spinners. They have Will Jacks, they have Jacob Bethel, and they have Adil Rashid as well. Plus, to go on with that, they have someone like a Sam Curran who is a great bowler in these conditions. So I think England, just if Josh Butler finds his form in the Super 8, like there'll be no team in that group that'll even come near to England because of the firepower that they have. And Will Jacks has been performing brilliantly down the order. So yeah, that's about it. So I think if we have to narrow down Super 4, Kush, your Super 4 for the semi-finals, two from each side.
Uh, so I'll go with the second group first. For me, it is going to be Sri Lanka and New Zealand. And from the first group, it would be India and South Africa.
Okay, Rehan.
Yeah, for me it will be New Zealand and Pakistan from the second group, and India, and let me pick West Indies to make it interesting from the first group.
Okay, I would pick India, South Africa, New Zealand, and Pakistan. I would like to see a Pakistan versus South Africa semis in Colombo, where Pakistan loses, and that's how we get in India versus New Zealand T20 at Wankhede as the semifinals. I would like one match to go there, and then yeah, India versus. The final should be at Ahmedabad. I do not want the finals to go there. So yeah, I would like to see these four teams. But quickly before we wrap up, couple of questions. Highest run scorer in the Super 8 stage across both the groups and highest wicket taker.
Finn Allen for me with the runs, and
Okay.
with the ball, uh, I don't know. Let me pick from South Africa who is Ngidi.
Okay. Uh, Kush.
So highest run scorer, let me go with Abhishek Sharma since he's already scored two ducks. So I'm hoping he does well. And highest wicket taker for me would be uh, Varun Chakravarti.
Interesting. Interesting choices. For highest run scorer for me would be Ishan Kishan, given he has had a great form plus batting conditions. So yeah, that is sorted. And highest wicket taker would be Usman Tariq. Yeah, I am his fan. So yeah, why not? So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for joining us at this video. In the next video, we'll be talking about something. So please join in for something. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.